it's storming out really bad. Hi, OJ.
Hello. So
Hi.
who in this chat put your hand up if you remember the live that she wanted to adopt Binky? We got Binky's adoption paid and her travel. Who remembers that live? Put your hand up. And also I sent you the application. She applied for Binky on March 12th, got approved on March 12th, and ghosted us. We actually, the Mama Nutmeg is watching this live. She ghosted us, and in the meantime, we had two adopters that could have adopted Binky while we were waiting for WTF to Zoom call the foster. But we had two other people apply for Binky that were a great fit.
And
But
the dog's okay now, right?
huh?
The dog is okay now, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's adopted now. But we said no to two other potential adopters that would have been approved because she was being held for Kelly. I did send you the adoption. Mama Nutmeg's in here. She did go on to the Mama Nutmeg Foundation. She did fill out an application, and it was approved the same day. And I did send you that application. So the date of it is March 12th.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about that. And I wish, like, because you and I have had conversations about this, you know? And I wish I would have known, because that would have been, like, to me, you know, like, you don't do that to an animal. And let me just be 100% clear that I do believe that it was right. Mad had exactly where I was going with it. It's everything happens for a reason, right? And as much as I don't want to, I will contact her PO, and I will have her violated. And the animal doesn't deserve that.
Sorry, I have a dog with a cough. She's got a collapsed trachea, so you're going to hear in the background. The hard part about it was I put my name on a dog. Mm-hmm. With a rescue, which is fine because April's like a sister to me.
Right.
But don't fucking blow me off.
Right.
Don't
I agree. I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
Because that dog stayed in foster care, had a wonderful foster. Wonderful. But because we were waiting on Kelly.
I agree.
And that dog's named
I
after.
wish I would have known, you know, like I say it all the time, how there's like this piece and this piece and this piece, and it puts all these pieces together and gives me like a full picture, right? That's why I when I cover somebody, I do all the digging, right? Because I don't ever want to put information out that affects somebody in that way. Right. And I feel like if you could do that to an animal, I would have just really, I would have had a problem with it.
Well, the thing is, I mean, both mine and yours viewers are the one that sponsored Binky for Kelly. That's the fucked up part. That's the fucked up part. And she's in your chat. And I appreciate her. And guess what? We left that sponsorship on Binky.
Yeah.
And I don't want to mention her name, but let me tell you, Binky sponsor, she has a wonderful home. Wonderful home. And I'm forever grateful.
I think that it was for the best. I mean, because here's the truth. I will make that call. And I'm not gonna like it, you know, but I will do it.
So I didn't want to bother you with it, but I did stop following her right after that.
Well, she's completely blocked from everywhere.
But I didn't have to be a plane and, announce my departure from her.
I understand that. But like in my position, whenever there is somebody that I support in any way, I always will publicly correct that.
And then let's talk. I'm going to jump out of your box. I know Mom Annette makes in here because she was going to answer any questions you may have had.
Yeah,
I sent you the app. You've got
I
the
didn't
app.
even know about this, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you made that video, and I just happened to watch it before I came live, right? But like, there are so many things that people are bringing to me, and I had no fucking idea about so much of it that like I just feel like blindsided. And I thought that because like I wasn't keeping up with the shit she was posting, and I was just dealing with like the criminal stuff, you know, like and I have seen enough to support the criminal stuff, y'all. So like the other shit though, and especially like I kept saying it, I don't support the GoFundMe. I don't support the GoFundMe. I know, but now like I'm kind of annoyed about it. Right?
Yeah, I didn't want to tell you because at that same time you were going through something. It just, I dealt with it.
Tell me.
I dealt with it.
It was a stray, y'all.
I unfollowed her. And I did make a video, and I have a lot of people on there saying, I followed her and supported her because of Villian. You guys, I say this 100 times on this app.
Yeah, why didn't
Be a leader, not a follower. Be a leader, not a follower.
I don't advise that either because the role sucks.
But make your own judgment who you're going to follow and who you're not. Just because Villian
I'm out.
may like somebody doesn't mean that I will, or Tom or Jerry will, or whatever. Mm-hmm. But people need to stand on their own. I do get, people are like, yeah, but, Villian, supported her and all that. She did. Guess what? Villian's a friend of mine. She did support her, but I didn't. I mean,
right.
I didn't.
And that's the thing I think that people don't understand is that there were back end conversations about this doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why she need money for a criminal, and then it changed. So there were back end conversations where I was trying to piece things together. It just wasn't until all this crazy shit came out that I was like, what the fuck? And I felt like I needed to do my homework before I addressed it. And I really did. I gave her every chance to just send me the proof.
So here's my question. This may be a hard question for you, but if she lies on something so easy, how do you know that the criminal stuff is not made up?
Because I have proof. There is proof of everything that I have said that there is proof of. There is proof, right? I agree, Lemon, because she wouldn't shut the fuck up, which I tried. I tried to go and look at her videos before you could watch it on a replay because I went through it and you're late.
So here, I have a question for you. Do me one favor, Villian, just one favor. On when that John was called, right. Pull a FOIA on that, please.
On what?
On the night the supposed John was called.
I need a date.
Pull a FOIA on that.
What John, though? I don't know what you're talking about.
Where a guy was called to the house, supposedly.
Yeah, it was during the day.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is pull a FOIA on that.
Uh-huh.
See if a report was made.
Uh-huh. Okay. No, but that's the thing, OJ. You weren't here. She said that she was going to listen. It was one of the last ones I shared. She said that. Hold on, sorry, Goose. You got to give me a second. It was one of the last things that I went through. Hold on. I don't have a date here. But it was after the report was filed, right? This is the text. I'll send it to you. This is her telling me, I can't believe how much was left out. Listen, Melana, I already explained it. It's not my fault that you weren't here. Do you think I should go back down there and speak with the supervisor about it? It says it says she recorded via body cam, so would image. He could pull it to hear everything and amend the report. I said, yes, I will. So she told me that there were things left out of the report. She said that they were going to go and amend the report. That's the last time I talked to her about it.
Okay. Just pull the FOIA.
Okay.
I'll talk to you on the back end after this. But
yes, dear Linda. Right. That's what I'm saying. How the fuck do I know? And this is another
Ryan,
thing that
Ryan, read Ryan's comment.
Hold on. I'm trying to go back.
A FOIA has been pulled. Read Ryan's comment.
Hold on. Right, but did you get the body cam footage?
There's no report. What are you going to get body cam footage on when there is no report?
But there is a report. It just says, look, that she sent me the report, okay?
No, not from her. Not from her. Pull a FOIA.
Uh-huh. But it would be the body cam footage that I'm looking for.
No, look for the report from April 7th.
Is that the date?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Listen, you guys aren't understanding what I'm saying. Okay? She sent me the report, okay? Says that the officer left a bunch out, that she needs to go and watch the body cam footage and have it amended. So it's the body cam footage that I would need, not the FOIA.
But there is no report.
But there is, because she messaged me. That's what it is.
Okay. But we're listening to somebody that lied on a GoFundMe.
No. I have the report that was filed. She just said that they left this out. That's what I'm saying. I could file the FOIA.
What I'm saying is, did you pull the report or did you allow the liar to give it to you?
No. I would need the FOIA for the body cam footage.
There's no FOIA.
I need the code.
Yes, I have the report. That's why I'm confused. You're good, Tux. Oh, I agree. But she 100% sent a report. But that report did not mention it. Therefore, it would be the body cam footage that I have to FOIA. That's why I'm confused. Do you understand what I mean? I do, though.
Yeah. Moving on to the Psycho Bunnies live. Chrissy jumped in the box.
Yes.
In Psycho Bunnies. I love Chrissy. Let me
Yeah.
tell you what. That woman knows her stuff.
Yeah.
And we kept getting told that she hired an attorney to represent her for the criminal case against Nicole, Boss Lady, blah, 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 all this. And Chrissy was trying to explain to her.
Yes, 100%.
They will not allow your attorney in there
100%.
to prosecute.
Chrissy is one of my mods.
So really quick, because I can't
These
stay
good
up
people.
here. I think I'm positive. I understand what a lot of people are saying in the chat, and this has been my thing. So I know you know that there have been some of us that have been doing our own research, and there is nothing on the dockets for this. Now, I understand that you're saying you have a report, but my question is, if she sent you this report, because
There's not. Hold on. Let's back up a second. There's nothing on the docket because the case is sealed. That's a
Okay.
fact.
my only question is, if she sent you the report
I have every report, every single one.
and you're 100% sure that they're not falsified documents, because it's possible to do that.
Right.
I've seen people do it.
I don't think they're falsified, but I also blocked her on Facebook, so I had to go through screen recordings to go through everything. But she 100% said, like that text that I just read, there was a report right above that. I just have to go through and find it.
Okay. All right. So y'all, she's not saying 100%.
Chrissy, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
not
I'll have to
possible,
call
right.
my own. Right. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
I wanted to clear
But
it
it's not the
everybody's
report
crazy.
I'm looking for. It's the body cam footage.
Right. I get you. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Y'all,
But wouldn't the body cam footage have to accompany a report?
No, not always. Because if they were there, right, the body cam footage would be turned on incident, right? So it's always going to be separate from the actual report. It has to be requested a different way. What's the date?
Here, I'll tell you.
Yeah, because they only hold them for a certain amount of time, in which case I would have to go to the other person. But I remember seeing the report, and it did say that there was body cam footage. 100%. It'll just take me time to go through it because it's screen recorded. I screen recorded everything. It is expensive, but I'll pay for it. I don't care. April 7th, right, but hold on. Let me see if I could.
April 7th at 11:26. I do have the FOIA. I'll go ahead and send it.
11:26?
I'll go ahead and send it to you on Instagram.
What's the office's name?
Hold on. I'll be right back.
Because that might jog my memory. Hold on. For what? Listen, y'all, I promise you that there is a case. I called the court today and gave them a case number.
4/7
Right?
at 11:26 a.m.
26 a.m.?
Yeah. Yeah.
She says, oh, wait, it didn't say. I'm sorry. Hold on. She said, that's the police report from last week. I wish there was a way that I could search. No, there's 100% a case. There's just no attorney attached to it. 100%.
I'll send you the FOIA.
Yeah, I'm going to try to go through our messages to pull it too. Because
There's no officer.
What?
There's no officer. There was no call made in.
I remember an officer's name that was on a lot of the, that's why I asked. Because there was a lot of, there was one officer that was kind of like taking it seriously, I guess you could say. I actually have the contact information.
I see someone said that you called, but I understand there's actually a lot of reports. But I'm just talking about the man coming to the house that day.
That's I get it. Right. That's what I'm saying.
Here, let me send it to you right now.
Yeah. It's going to take me some time to go through these DMs.
I'm going to bounce out.
No, the officer is legit, y'all.
And then let me send you
Yeah.
what
Okay.
I got. Okay.
I'm looking for, was it this one? So, but I knew that, right? Like, I knew that this is not the right screen recording. I knew that there was but listen, y'all, I can't do that in Dropbox. It doesn't work that way. I don't, just my opinion, right? I don't give a shit what anybody did in that past. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I will judge you from the person that you are now. I screen recorded, hold on a second, because I have multiple recordings. Hi, Nugs. Is this the right one? No, it's not this one. And I will FOIA that. Because I don't, listen. No, I agree, Peru. I didn't say it did, just so we're all clear. I never said it did. But where the fuck is this? 1, 2, 3. It's got to be 2. It's a long screen recording. It's gonna take me some time. Still standing exactly. That's why I'm fucking done with it. What up, Irish? It's gonna just play. But there is 100%. There is a ton of reports here. So I don't. But she did tell me that. I know, Chrissy. What do you mean, Psycho Money? You're good. I'm almost done. I'm going to try to find this while I'm live.
That girl had
No, she lied about the attorney. There's no question that that's a lie. Because if you paid an attorney, which let's just so we're all on the same page, it never made sense to me why she would pay an attorney, because the district attorney would be prosecuting criminal cases. There are people in the chat that knew that. So a lot of this, that's what a lot of things people don't understand is that I've been questioning things for a while. And I've been having those discussions with multiple people, I'm telling you, I'm fucking exhausted. That's what it is. I'm tired. I don't know why this won't stay. Hold on. I don't know if I could tighten it. Yeah, but that's not true. And there are people that know that I was like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. So, I don't believe that. I'm trying to, hold on.
Because someone mentioned that.
But there is no attorney. There is 100%. Listen, I said that today, Con. I said that today. 100%. I said that to her today. I said it shouldn't be this difficult. I don't understand that. I just don't get it. I actually haven't been back to the beach because of this fucking arm, but it is going down. So it should be gone like in the next 2 weeks. But I stopped going because of the tan line. There is no attorney, Crystal. That's one thing that I am 100%. It should not be difficult at all. There is no attorney. No attorney. Not a fucking right. I don't want to get a weird tan line. Hi, Jay. I don't need to talk to him though. That's the thing. And I'm not going to listen to it. I'm done. After this, I'm done. Done. Finished. I will deal with the fearless on the back ends with Gabby, and that is it. Done. No, there is no attorney. Look, I played the call. I'm just trying to go through my screen recordings so that I'm not doing it all night. Yeah, I have bursitis. Yeah, I agree. And listen, I promise y'all, okay? I want you to hear me when I say this, all right? I will call her probation officer and violate her. 100%. I will do her the same way I would do anybody else that fucking stole from people. It's not going to be any different for me. And I think that that's what people are not understanding. I don't care who it is. I don't care. I'm trying to go through it. I'm sorry. Right, Heavenly. I'm trying to get through it. Listen, it's not, it's unacceptable behavior. No matter who it is. It is unacceptable behavior. And if I would do it to somebody that I was covering on the internet, then I'm gonna do it to her. It's gross. Gross. They could try to tie me as much as they want. It ain't never gonna happen. It's not, it doesn't, Dora Linda, it doesn't. And that's why I really don't care to listen to the calls, because I know what I've seen. I will file a FOIA for the body cam footage. I will do that. Yeah, Jesse Bell, I don't want to talk about him. I think that I asked him, well, he asked me what I thought about it. And I told him that it wasn't good. I don't think it's fair to talk about him. I think that he is as blindsided as the rest of us, you know, and it is what it is, but it's not my business. You know, it's not my business. And listen, what people don't know is he's been a friend of mine for like a year. And if things, right, if things are the way my gut is telling me, that then he's just gonna be used, and I I won't allow that. He's it's all I really I don't want to talk about him, but he's doing what he needs to do, and I'll just leave it at that. I'm trying to find that that police report, because I need to, that's the vibe I get as well, actually. So, and I can't, I'm not gonna betray his confidence in what he said, but he will, right.